Welcome to what's up, my friends and family? We're back at the store today. It's been a busy day with a lull in the middle, which means it was dead for like 2 hours and then we got swarmed. Thanks for coming back. Welcome back to this video, or welcome if you're new. We've owned this grocery store for about 2.5 years. If you're into personal finance, I suggest you subscribe down below and hit the like button if you like our content. You don't have to do it now, just sometime throughout this video smash that like button. It really helps this channel grow and this small business, because they're all connected now and it's a wonderful thing. So thanks for coming back. Let's get into this one because yeah, it's been asked for by a few comments and I need to show you the truth today. So in my last video I posted my income for the month, which was $50,000. I don't know, you guys can check the last one, but around $50,000 in income for this store. Now, a lot of people have been asking, you know, that it would be helpful to see exactly where that money goes every month, how we spend it, how we reinvest it, what costs the most, and what we're trying to save on. And this is the video that I wanted to make for a while now, showing you the expenses of running a retail store like this. Just know that there's going to be a lot, and there's going to be a lot that you don't expect when you first start. Plan for more than less on your expenses. It's just safer to be ready and have a comfort zone that you can fall back on if you really get hit with something unexpected, like a broken cooler, or you know, a lot of waste one day or something like that. Just make sure, no matter what your expenses are, you plan for more. You're good. Yeah.
Are you filming?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you guys like that when I like walk on to the camera from like organizing something? This is Felicia, by the way. You've met her before. She's been shy the last couple months to be on video, but she's here now.
Months? It's been like 2 videos.
Yeah, 2 videos. Oh, by the way, we make 2 videos a week now, just so you know.
Yeah.
Between your personal life and your business life and your incomes, between the two, money will always flow. It will always be coming in and always be going out. It's your job to keep track of everything coming in and also keep track of everything going out. You don't want the going out to ever come close to what's coming in. And that's exactly what I'm showing you today. So our rent every month for this 1,660 square foot space is about $3,000. It is set to go up in the next 2 years depending on the market, but at this rate we're happy. It's $3,000, everything included, you know, taxes and common fees. So usually that may be your highest expense. It may be your mortgage if you own the building, or you know, your labor may be more sometimes depending on how many employees you have. But ours is stable right now, around $3,000 a month, and that's been going okay for us. So we're on a 5-year lease. We're a little bit past the halfway point of a 60 months, that would be. And at the end of that, like I said, you know, that'll be when it's determined whether it goes up or down. Most likely always goes up unless there's some sort of economic recession. Next on the list is our next biggest expense, I would say our hydro bill. In the summer it gets pretty scary around here. We have so many coolers and a walk-in cooler. The air conditioner always needs to be on because we want to keep everything, you know, cool and fresh in here. So that comes around to between $800 and $900 a month, depending on how much we use. Obviously in the winter it's a little bit less, but for this video's sake, let's just call it $850 a month for hydro. You know, the more fridges and freezers we have, obviously it accounts to more and more on our hydro bill, but those make us more money because we have more product and there's less waste because they're chilled. So that's just another expense we have to take on in order to keep building this business. The hydro bill will go up, we'll have more product, so it should balance out very nicely. So if you've watched any of our other videos, you notice it's mainly me and Felicia here working the store. We occasionally need some help if we have a lot of deliveries or it's very, very busy, such as it was during the coronavirus time where everyone was panic buying. So our labor on average is about $400 to $500 a month. It's really nothing too serious. Eventually it may be more depending if we hire on more people, which we are planning to, just to give us a break. We're at the level where we think this store can support a couple more people working here. in most cases, many stores, their labor's much higher, but regardless of the fact, we can manage this store on our own. It's only if you know, we want to take some time off or something like that that we have more labor expenses. Another big expense, and it kind of fits the aisle I'm sitting in, is waste. Anytime you're dealing with perishables, things like tomatoes, beans, lettuces, there's going to be waste, and we do have a lot of items that, you know, last very long, but we have items that, you know, are short shelf life, maybe 1 or 2 days. So we average about $30 of waste a day. Between us, taking it home is considered waste, or donating or throwing it out. So $30 a day in waste equals about $900 a month that we take off right off the top of our sales, because we've paid for it anyways. So that equals 900. Unfortunately, we've brought that down a lot, but it's still not good enough. We do want to get even lower, but the more inventory you get, the more waste you get. So at this point, you know, we're around that, and it's really not too bad. You know, we do get to eat for free. Other people get to enjoy food without paying for it, and unfortunately, some of it does go to the garbage. So it's just the nature of this business. Anytime you deal with food, it can't last forever, and I wish it did. Honestly, I wish I could just put things up and never worry about them, like clothing or video games or whatever it may be. But food needs to always rotate. You almost want to sell the product before you put it on the shelf. It doesn't work like that. Another expense will always be part of your business or your life or whatever, you know, is internet and phone. We have our own phone line here, and, you know, fiber internet for the store, because all of our point of sale systems and debit processors run through it. So we got something pretty, let's say, reliable. So it was about $120 a month for that. That's just something that we can never we don't want to cheap out on, because we know if debit goes down, customers are mad, they leave and don't come back, and they may never come back. So we need something reliable at all times. I know cash is always king in this kind of business, but you know, in the day and age that we're in, especially people don't want to handle cash anymore. So we always make sure that debit and credit are safe and reliable. And speaking of that, our point of sale system, our cash register, if you don't know what that is, keeps track of all of our inventory, our sales, our monthly sales. It also can compare any day to any day and how we did, what items are selling best, what items are not selling very well. So this costs us about $90 a month, and you know, I wouldn't trade it for the world. I need to keep track of everything, and it really helps kind of see how we're progressing. So that is through a company called ShopKeep. No, they don't sponsor this video. Nobody sponsors these videos yet. But yeah, I would recommend them if you guys are opening a store. Shopkeep.com. Okay, we can get down to the actual numbers here and the profit that this store makes. Today was an interesting day. We had a lot of customers, and I wanted to shoot this video, and I couldn't because it kept coming in. It's almost like I didn't want any more customers. I'm just kidding. I'm obviously grateful for every customer that comes in the store, because without them, these videos probably wouldn't exist, nor would the store in general. So yeah, that is a good problem to have. So to actually get into the numbers, we made about $50,000 in gross sales. Now our cost of goods actually cost about $30,000 that month, because your profit margin in retail is about 40%. So 40% of 50,000, you know, you're left with about 20,000 in gross profit. So the expenses we listed before are coming off of the gross profit, which is about $20,000. Expenses: rent was $3,000, hydro was $900, waste was $900, labor was $450, phone was $120, phone and internet was $120, POS system was $90, and I'm adding a miscellaneous section to this because there's like paper towel, toilet paper, cleaning supplies, you know, replacement knives and things like that. At about $300 a month on average. That's what I'm seeing for, like, you know, labels, paper, everything like that, around $300 a month. So that leaves us with a total about $6,000 a month in expenses. Now, I understand there's going to be times that we purchase a new freezer, or we upgrade our signage, or we buy another iPad for the till system, and those are kind of offset examples. They're not my constant overhead or constant expenses, so I didn't include them in this video, but they do exist, and there's always something to improve. There's always new shelves to put in. So yeah, that isn't my ongoing overhead, so it's not in this video. Another thing to add is Felicia and I's salary doesn't come off of the top of this. So let's do that. The store being left with about $14,000 gross net profit a month, Felicia and I have decided to take about $5,000 a month together as a salary, so about $2,500 each. That equals about $60,000 a year that we make from this store, both of us working full-time. So it's a comfortable living. I'm not going to say that we're going to get rich from this location. Maybe once we expand into a bigger or another location. But it's a very comfortable living. It's only up from here. It's a growing process. As long as we can keep our expenses down, our waste low, and our labor costs not too high, I think it's going to be a comfortable lifestyle. In the next 2 years, we'll really see the potential of this physical location once everybody knows we exist. I mean, it really takes a long time to gain a returning customer, as we've learned. It's a comfortable store. It's going to be here for a while. We eventually will take more of a salary as time goes on, as we see these sales continue. The numbers are strong. As long as they continue on this route, we feel comfortable taking a little bit more money out for our own personal life, because we do want to end up buying a house. We do end up wanting to upgrade our car eventually. We drive something that's has a lot of issues right now. So there's a lot to go. There's a lot to grow here. I appreciate you guys watching this far. If you made it this far, please subscribe down below. We're always happy to discuss things like this with you. So have a great day, guys. Enjoy your financial future.